So a pregnant woman was in labor and she went to the hospital and apparently she was sent home and forced to deliver her baby on the road. So let's watch this video because I am this is something that should not happen at all.
West Indiana gaining national attention tonight, and thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Schneider.
I'm Dawn Hasbrook. A pregnant mom sent home from the hospital only to deliver her baby a few minutes later in her car.
The viral video has people from coast to coast demanding answers. Our Tia Ewing has more.
Leon and Mercedes Wells says they called the hospital to let them know that they were coming because she was already in active labor. And when they got there, the expectant mother says she was ignored and allegedly booted out of Franciscan Crown Point Hospital. And she has the video to prove it.
My daughter's in active labor, and this is a Franciscan.
So this definitely looks like active labor. And you can tell if someone is in labor and they look like that, they're about to have a baby. So I'm not sure because I'm not a doctor or a nurse, but I can tell that this woman was in labor.
Crown Point being put out in active labor.
This is the video captured as Mercedes Wells was wheeled out of Franciscan Crown Point Hospital in tears and pacing her breathing.
So we got to transfer her to a different hospital where she's in labor, in pain.
The mother of now 2 says she was in full-blown labor.
So we pull off. We got to the end of the parking lot. As soon as we get on the expressway, which was literally right there at the hospital, so it's the hospital, then expressway. We get on the expressway, 2 minutes in, I'm like, I have to push. The head came out, he's on the phone with 911. My baby's head is out. What do I do? He pulls over to catch the baby because the second time I pushed, she came out.
So she's saying not even basically 10 minutes after she left the hospital, the baby was coming out. And so that means that the nurse knew that she was in labor. And this is ridiculous because how could you send, with the medical knowledge that you have and the education of knowing what this looks like, what danger this could be. This could have been this was a life-threatening situation for the mom and the baby to leave the hospital, where you have people there that know, to actually go out and now be fend for yourself. That's not right. As a mom giving birth, she shouldn't have been treated that way at all. So this is wow.
So that was it. 2 pushes, she was out.
Wells gave birth in the family's pickup truck on the side of the highway. Her husband was forced to deliver their baby himself without medical assistance. In the video, you see little Alina on her mother's chest, weighing 6 pounds. Her umbilical cord still attached. And if you look closely, you can see the pickup truck is moving. And 8 minutes from being discharged, their baby girl was in the world.
They was discharging her. I'm like, so when you think she's gonna have baby? Today, tomorrow? I don't know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we don't know, maybe next week. She was real nonchalant about it. I'm like, so you don't she's in labor.
The Wells family told me they only saw a nurse.
Our nurse was 25. She had been a nurse for 2 years, she told us. And she had only been in labor and delivery for months.
The family gave birth to their 2.5-year-old daughter.
Even if she was a young nurse, that doesn't make any sense to me, because before you put someone in the nurse's station, you should have some understanding of how they understand the subject that they're there to care for. Not even the subject, the human, the baby, the patient, the woman, that particular person. they need to know that. So that's really not an excuse, because if it was her, you would want somebody to, you know, look through everything, maybe even ask another senior nurse and say, I just been here for months. I'm not sure if this patient is, in serious labor, or can we send her home? Does she need to be checked out to see um how far along is she, the contractions? I mean, that's not an excuse that you're at a certain job, and for a reason. So I don't know if that is supposed to give her, some sort of pass. But no, if you don't know if someone is in labor, then that's not the right place for her to be making decisions about.
At Franciscan Health Crown Point in the past, before the hospital moved to its new location in 2024. This time, Wells says she pleaded with staff not to be discharged, but a nurse told her.
And that had to be so scary. So for any mom who has had a baby, you basically, don't know what's going on. All you know is that your body is reacting and the baby is coming. You basically don't, things are just, you're disconnected from, a lot of the things that are actually going on, except for wanting to be cared for, wanting your baby to be cared for, and expecting a good delivery, a good doctor, to deliver your baby so that things are okay. So that had to be a scary, scary experience for her.
She had only dilated to 3 centimeters, even after 6 hours of labor.
When you requested, well, where's the doctor? I don't agree with you. What happened?
She said doctor already gave orders. She didn't want to talk about this anymore.
I showed Dr. Jamir Abdur Rahman, a certified OBGYN for 25 years, the video to see if he spotted any red flags.
It's not that these people don't provide good care, but I don't think it's the same level of care you would see if a physician evaluated the patients. And so I think you start to see more and more of these things happening as you're not having doctors assess patients. But also, I think a lot of these hospital systems, if they're being honest with you, they'll tell you that there's a lot of pressure on providers to keep things moving.
This is where the family is now, at Community Hospital in Munster, recovering.
She's doing great. This is her. She's napping.
As for the mom of 2, she says the entire birthing experience was traumatic, something she's still struggling to process and can't talk about without breaking down.
The emotions come in waves. It's like I'm okay at one moment, and the next moment I'm like bursting out in tears. Resources. Okay, sorry.
Franciscan did release a statement saying this: the health and safety of our patients is always our top priority. We have launched an internal investigation into the alleged incident. Due to patient privacy laws and our own policies pertaining to internal investigations, we're unable to comment further at this time. As for little Alina, she is doing fine. She came into the world at 6:28 Sunday morning. The family says Community Hospital is finally giving them the level of care they deserved from the start. They have now hired attorney Cannon Lambert, saying they don't want what happened to them to happen to someone else. In the studio, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
So the baby is healthy and was born at 6 pounds. But, I don't know. Could this have been a mistake? I don't think that someone that's working in labor and delivery should be able to make that decision if they don't know. But they also said that the doctor also gave orders. So that's kind of, it's not making, sense. And I know, this was a scary situation, but yeah, this shouldn't happen to anyone else, because, this was, very a dangerous situation. So they have retained attorneys in a situation for themselves, but this could have went, uh, you know, a different way. This could have went a different way. So they just have to, um, you know, deal with this because someone, made a decision to let them leave the hospital. This, it had to be very, very scary. And, it's a lot. It's someone is, you know, has some explaining. At this point, I feel like 8 minutes as soon as you left the hospital, wow, that's, it's this is not the experience anyone wants when they're having a baby. So, so let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Join the conversation. Let me know, what are your opinions about this situation? Could it have been an oversight or a mistake? I, you know, I don't, tell me what you think about this.